Okay, folks, this is the house on 1232 Fletcher Avenue. This is the front door. This is the neighborhood outside. This is the closet that holds the heating unit, the forced air gas heating. It's not very old. We had to have it replaced when we were living here, because the old system had to be condemned and had to be replaced. As you can see, there's a lot of debris in the house. This was from the previous people who lived here. The floors have places where they've had to reinforce it because technically their feet were going through it. They were in the process of doing a contract purchase. There's the ceiling. It's leaking because the roofers did a really bad job. We've had a total of 3 roofers in the house. And this is the entry room into the living room. Beautiful, huge windows. My brother and his wife were the last ones to live here, and unfortunately, we lost him on September 19th. This is the other closet. This is the electrical box to the house in this closet. So you can see, this used to be the exterior of the house because this section here was added on and the porch was taken off. This here is the living room area. I hope I'm not going too fast for you. This is the living room area. This ceiling used to be absolutely gorgeous, and then it started having leaking issues. And recently we had this happen. So this is on the inside of the living room, on the other opposite side of the exterior beam. That's the primary beam. It will probably have to be replaced. The flooring, whoever put the flooring in once before, it's chipboard, and so therefore the flooring is in pretty bad shape and it's going to have to be replaced. As I stated, this house is not ideal for living unless you are there's a ventless gas stove. There's the return. More ceiling damage from water leaking. There. Technically, it's a waterfall inside the house on certain times. This is the dining room area. This was the dining room. Used to have a chandelier, but we changed it to this beautiful thing. And once again, you see more water damage. This was literally a waterfall. That mirror's been here forever. There's the old heating fire system there, still in there. There's a bunch of blankets stuffed down in there because we never used it the whole time we lived here. And this doorway right here goes into the kitchen. And this doorway right here at one time used to go into a bedroom. But we remodeled it when we lived here, and we changed it around. Now, as you can see, this is under the stairwell, and right there, that back place, there's still more room underneath that's storage. And then we had this shelf built here to hold things. No leakage here. That was here because when they redid the bathroom, part of that tore off. And like I said, we had this area. This used to be a bedroom, and the closet there used to be a small bathroom. And then we had this bathroom built. Bathtub, absolutely deep bathtub. Sink, shower, toilet. It's not pretty in the toilet. I'm not going to show you pictures. I'm just going to tell you that it's not draining very well. So it's kind of nasty. I think that it's getting roots in it. Okay, going forward, this is the kitchen. original cabinets that were here when we bought the house. This is the other side of the kitchen. At one time, that used to be a doorway that come from the back room through to the kitchen. But we closed it off and we actually made a closet on the other side. And as you can see, the house is in disarray. We laid this linoleum down when we lived here. It's been through heck. Then you have this room here. This was the laundry room. My brother was in the process of remodeling it and tearing everything out of it. At one time, there used to be shelves here. There used to be shelves here and bottom shelves here with a counter. And there used to be a nice pantry in the corner over here from the top to the bottom. And they tore that out. There are the rafters to this section. I don't know if you can see them very well, but they're not in bad shape, actually. Not really bad at all. And as you go through, you'll see here's the door that we put up. This was my husband's and my bedroom, and when we had it, it looked a whole lot better than this. We put the flooring down, hung the curtains, and they just kept them as they are. There's a window on this side that we've worked on to scrape off all the paint, because the lady who owned it before us painted all the windows over. This is the back window. There's the backyard. Here's the back door. And there's the basement. I'll show you that in a minute. Here's the closet that we built on to the house. It's not that bad a shape. One of the newer additions we had made at the time. There's the door closed. Okay. The basement is a half basement. It's not finished. And honestly, unless you know how to fix this stuff, it's going to be a lot of work. I don't know what all that junk is down here, but has a sump pump that keeps the basement dry. It's based on electric, and if the electric goes out, there's a battery that kicks in to make it keep working. Okay, this is all the downstairs, folks. Back through the old washing room, and we came this way. I'm going to take you back through this doorway. Back into this area. As you can see, we're back in the dining room and the living room. And here's the stairs. Right here at the base of the stairs is the crawl space to get underneath the house. Here's the stairs. As you can see, this was fine. Something fell down the stairs when we lived here. It hit the wall, cracked this stuff, and little by little it has broken into this big hole. This was not here. I don't know what happened here, but I don't know what happened to a lot of places in this house. This was bowed out when we bought it. The whole wall was bowed out because they had to build out around this. And this is the bathtub. And this was the way to get into the switches. More stairs. Okay. Now we're upstairs. There's a window right there in the stairwell. Once again, the lady before us had that painted over. That is to the attic. You got to be a pretty skinny person to get up through that attic area. This is one of the bedrooms at the very top of the room, up of the house. That goes under the house into the ceiling and stuff. Used to have a panel there. I don't know what happened to it. As you go around, you see this was my daughter's room. Had a nicer carpet and looked a whole lot better than it does now. This was my son's room before the other people took it over. And I don't know what the heck they got on these walls, but some creepy stuff. Holes in the walls where they punched them. Here's the closet. Windows, they need replaced. That right there is the duct work that went through the room because the air and stuff was put in here. There's another leaking space. The air conditioning and stuff was put in here after somebody decided to tag the walls. This is the upstairs bathroom. It is functional. Toilet and everything's functional here. The sink we had a hard time with because for some reason it didn't want to drain. We put that up, and then the ceiling, I guess they were scraping the ceiling down to scraping the ceiling stuff to get it redone. Okay. Here's one upstairs hallway closet. Little tiny thing. Here's another one. It's a little bit, it's got full of junk. And here's the third room for the upstairs. As you see, this is the closet. The doors are on the floor. Back in there, lots of room for storage. But then again, if you're going to turn this house around, I don't know. They decided that it was a great idea to paint the doors and paint everything. People painted on the walls and wrote on the walls. Unfortunately, they made it a royal mess, and you can see where the paint cans are laying here. All that mess over there. And then this window right here is non-existent. There's no glass in that window. I don't even think there's a frame now. That's what they had up in the window. Yeah, there's a frame there, just doesn't have any glass in it. And again, there's the back of the house. There is parking in the rear, enough for 2 cars, and there's parking on the front street. So you guys wanted to see the house, you wanted better pictures, and this is the best I can do. Taking a bunch of pictures as opposed to giving you an actual virtual walkthrough. Thank you. And I do want to say, we are selling the house for the price it is because that is what we owe to the mortgage company. I have talked to the city inspector, and I told him what we were going to ask for the house due to everything, and he said that is not too much to ask for the house because it will draw more money in than what we are asking once somebody comes in and flips it. So thank you. No, we will not do any more contracts because, as you can see, we have been burned by 2 different individuals with the rent-to-own contract type thing. So it's outright or not at all. This is going out the front door. This is the front yard. The interstate is over there. You can hear it. You're within walking distance to the city of Dunbar. Several churches around. Have a great day.